Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Lauer and I'm an Air Force resiliency instructor. Suicides and mental health issues have been increasing since I joined the Air Force among Department of Defense service members. The past year, the Department of Defense has seen an increase in an all-time high in the last 30 years. Today I'm going to inform you about the Air Force Resiliency Program and how it can help you and service members to combat mental health issues. It's National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and the Air Force mental health field has established the Suicide Prevention Program, otherwise known as the Resiliency Program. I'll now go over some of the tools needed to prevent and intervene if you know a service member struggling with mental health issues or a family member. What is the Air Force Resiliency Program, and why is it important? The program is a set of tools, practices, and services provided to military members who are struggling or know others who are struggling with mental health issues. Some elements that support this program are leadership involvements, the wingman culture, post-suicide response, and suicide prevention through education provided by the military. The Air Force Resiliency Program is about prevention, intervention, and postvention. Over 40,000 Americans die by suicide every year, and military members also suffer from this problem. Ways to raise awareness can be as easy as making daily connections with family, friends, or maybe even strangers. You don't need any specialized training to show that you care. There are often signs someone is at risk for suicide you may not notice or may not be as obvious as someone telling you they need help. And the military leadership is important, and leaders can inform their subordinates of services they can use, such as mental health, first sergeants or chaplains that are made available to all service members. Military members who seek help with behavioral health are protected by law against any discrimination for any effects that it can have on their career. What are preventional tools and factors that we can recognize? To start, what is the wingman culture? In the Air Force, is the practice that we use, and it's basically meaning always having someone there to help you and to have your back. But it's also the practice to make sure you are there for others at a time as needed as well. Wingmen need to be there to recognize when you need help and signs that are risk factors that you may want to hurt yourself or at a place of distress in your life. Some risk factors you or someone else may be experiencing could be hopelessness, self-destructiveness, anxiety, or alcohol or drug abuse. When you notice someone showing some of these behavioral signs in the military, you can encourage them to seek help. Some other issues aren't behavioral signs, but issues members may be going through in their life, such as incidents involving death of a family member, domestic violence, sexual assault, or any harassment incidents. That also includes any medical, legal problems that you might know a family member or friend might have. So next, why is intervention important? The Air Force has had 84 suicides in the past year. That's 60 higher than the year before. It's a very big increase. We need to come up with an immediate short and long-term solution for this issue. Once you identify someone in need, there are services for military members and their families available around the clock, 24/7, such as Military One Source. That helps with a vast range of concerns such as money management, spouse employment, spouse education, when they have service members going on deployments, family reunions, or even childcare. There's also the Veterans Military Crisis Line, which is an organization that helps connect service members with certified Department of Defense responders who are trained to handle people going through any type of crisis. Also, for civilian entities, you can refer someone to contacting Mental Health America or the National Institute of Mental Health, which can help with mental health illnesses, behavioral problems. It also helps to prevent and recover from any ongoing behavioral or mental issues. Lastly, what is postvention? It's being able to get help for you or others in need that's following a crisis such as suicide attempts. It also helps those who are returning to work following an incident, not only those who are linked by suicide, but just traumatic events in general. It's used to help you integrate back to your day-to-day life or your family member or service members' day-to-day life. Some resources you can also use to look into this, or for yourself or for others, would be the National Alliance on Mental Health Illnesses, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, or Parents of Suicide Program. In conclusion, this is everything we need to discuss currently. The main points that I want to touch on was to remember the prevention, intervention, and postvention, and just know that there's tools that you can refer to for a friend or for yourself. In closing, the Air Force is dedicated to preventing and intervening in a crisis situation amongst airmen and their families. It's it's a serious matter, and I hope these tools and this information that I provided can help you or others.